Hey guys, what's up? Legendary here, and I'm here to talk about the Molnar Discharge build that I have. It's been done before, but this is a small variation, and it's pretty fun to play. So a lot of people will usually use Arc and Discharge in their Molnar, but I decided to go with something a little bit different. So first, here's my skill tree. What I decided to do with this is I started with the Duelist. It's the character that I had a respec on. So I started from here and just basically went up the tree going this way. By level 60 I was able to equip the Molnar and just pretty much do some quick leveling from there. So I ended here in the witch area, and I'm either planning to get some more HP or maybe to try to get all the block nodes. Haven't figured out if I have enough points for that yet, but it's pretty much in all the right areas. The ranger here, this one, these down here. So you can max block or spell block from here, or just keep going some HP and maybe some attack speed. So in my Mjolnir, I'm using Discharge 20% for the increased area of effect, Lightning Pen, and then Iron Will. I like Iron Will just because we're using a lot of strength to be able to equip Mjolnir, so to get the almost 100% spell damage works out pretty nice. For my chest 5 link, Carcass Jack, again for the increased AoE. Pretty basic here. In the links, it's Cyclone, multi. I'm using blood magic because I've pretty much maxed out my mana pool with some auras. Kind of unnecessary, but I'll go over that. Faster attacks and increased area of effects. My other links are just some auras with reduced mana, and that's pretty much it. So right now I'm using haste, Herald of Thunder, and ice. I'm using the Heralds just to get a little extra DPS from it, but you could run Purities for some extra resist, or you could run Discipline or something like that with that mana reservation. So one of the ways in this is, of course, people aren't too fond of Discharge sometimes just because of the reflect. If you play safe and you're not discharging a large pack, you pretty much survive. Or one of the other ways I thought with this is to use Avatar Fire, so turning your lightning discharge damage into fire and running the fire resist shield. That way you can get your resists up to 80 something and take, of course, less reflect damage. So that's the build. I'm going to go through some maps here, just random roll some maps, and then go from there. Thanks for watching. Something I forgot to mention in this is the build costs around 70 exalts. It does require, of course, Mjolnir, which runs anywhere from 35 to 45, of course, depending on rolls and who you find selling it and things like that. Hopefully you get lucky enough and chance your own. It also requires Ramiro's Banquet, which runs anywhere from 1 to 3 exalts. This allows you to gain a power charge every time you deal a non-critical strike, and then you lose them all when you deal a critical strike, which you don't with this build. We do run resolute techniques in this. So every time that you hit with your Cyclone, and with multi and faster, you're hitting quite often, you're gaining a power charge, and then of course you're losing them as you discharge, and then as you're losing your power charges with Vol's Devotion, you're gaining an endurance charge. So you can constantly cast discharge, whether you're using spending endurance charges or power charges. So that's why on the tree here I tried to get as many endurance charges, as many power charges as I could. I also took the bandit request for the extra power charge. We could get this one here, just haven't figured out the tree tree where I'm going with that. So eventually it should be around 6 and 6, you know, with the extra power charge and all the endurance charge nodes. One of the other ways, which I haven't tested it yet, but you can hopefully stop any reflect deaths, is with Val Immortal Call. So if you cast when damage taken, you level up your cast when damage taken close to where you have your life set to. So, you know, 2,000 damage taken, you're going to cast Val Immortal Call, which the only time you should be taking that much damage is if you're reflecting yourself. You know, when then you spend your power charges, or I mean your endurance charges, to increase the timer with increased duration. That should allow you to survive through that, which I'll make another video and test that to make sure that works. I just don't have a Val Immortal Call right now. Some of the other items you can use some shark skin boots. They'll grant you a possible frenzy charge on kill, which will then, of course, detonate on your discharge and add a little bit of extra damage. Overall, I was using them before, but I decided to stop using them. It doesn't have any defensive values, and the damage that you receive from the extra possible 3 frenzy charges is almost immediately detonated, and not just, to me, in my opinion, not worth the value of wearing them. You could possibly run Blood Rage if you can negate the damage that you receive from the chaos, and there's some possible CI options down the line. Some other theorycraft ideas for this build is whether using Cyclone or Leap Slam, you can run a Vengeance in the 2 block trigger gems. Of course, every time that you counterattack with these gems, whether you're being hit or you're blocking, you're also going to have a chance to proc your discharge, which while you're cycloning, there's a good chance that you are taking some type of damage or you're blocking. That's based on, if you go full block, which you should be able to get with Rainbow Strides and, maybe the Rat Pith or something, where you get 50-50, which is a decent chance to block both. Pretty much with Cyclone, you're attacking a lot. You really don't need anything else. On top of trying the Avatar of Fire, you could, with the Rise of the Phoenix, you could pick up some fire damage nodes and stuff like that to negate the damage that you would lose from converting your 50% lightning to fire. You also have the option to use a couple of different Doriani's belts. If you do a 30% increase, you're leeching not only your endurance charges, but you're leeching your power charges too of life. So you're double leeching the 1% fire damage, and then you're getting 30%, from your conversion. Right now I'm using the lightning belt. I haven't quite thought about if I want to convert over to Avatar of Fire. I think it'd be kind of fun though. And that's pretty much it. Hopefully I was able to answer any questions that anyone might have. If you have anything, you can always find me on stream. You can message me on YouTube or through Reddit. Thanks.